Hi, welcome to PressPlayPictureHouse, and today we are going to do a video called Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom Dinosaur Hybrid Mutants. So this video is the attempt to create new dinosaurs with all of the existing ones. I'm not really sure how it's going to go, but we're going to give it a go anyway. Okay, so that took about half an hour to build all those mutants. Let's have a look at what we've come up with. Now, this particular mutant is very nicely color coordinated. It's coordinated in many ways. I think it would be quite uncoordinated to walk though. So I guess you don't have too many predators when you've got a raptor head at each end. And you have very fast raptor legs that can run very quickly, and you've got two sets of them. However, you have a very large stomach. So you're going to have to capture a lot of food to support that stomach. So what would you call this mutant hybrid? This is mutant hybrid number 1. Mutant hybrid number 2. Now, mutant hybrid number 2 appears to be blind. So I'm not sure if it's evolved from a worm-like creature, so maybe it spends a lot of its time with this in the earth, searching for food in the earth, which does leave it very vulnerable to predators. it does have a slashing claw to protect itself, but being blind above the ground is not really a good idea. I'm not sure that this mutant will be genetically selected. So the question is, what would you call genetic mutant number 2? Now, genetic mutant number 3 was kind of made with all the leftovers, and it is a very interesting melding of DNA. So we have 4 wings. I'm not sure whether it can fly. You would suspect so. Perhaps it flies similar to a ninja star. And maybe that's why it has a telescopic neck and raptor head. There's also this lovely double beak here, and we have a couple of Pteranodon faces. So what would you call genetic mutant number 3? Genetic mutant number 4. Now, I don't think that this is like a koala's pouch type arrangement. I think it's more like a Medusa arrangement. Medusa was a mythical creature who had snakes for hair. And I think that's how this creature may have evolved. Perhaps this is the offspring, and once the offspring get to a point where they know they can look after themselves, they discard the body and it breaks away, kind of like a spaceship would discard the section that has the fuel. Perhaps it's like that type of thing. Maybe it's a full-time thing like Medusa. So what do you guys think of genetic mutant number 4? Okay, genetic mutant number 5. So it obviously has the speed and weapons of an Indoraptor, other than the mouth, other than the jaw of an Indoraptor, which is probably its main weapon. It has a smaller body to support than an Indoraptor would have, and it has lost its intelligence because it has the brain of a Stygimoloch rather than an Indoraptor. So what do you guys think of genetic mutant number 5? What would you call this one? Here we have genetic mutant number 6. Now, the T-Rex has obviously got the greatest bite in the dinosaur world. So this particular creature has a very strong jaw. However, its body is a lot smaller, so it won't need to eat quite as much meat to support itself. But without the big legs and body, I'm sure it won't be able to capture as much meat. It's also got 4 hands rather than legs, so I'm not sure how that's going to support itself. Maybe it is an aquatic creature. That wouldn't be something you'd like to see when you're swimming. A big T-Rex head with T-Rex claws and raptor claws. So what do you guys think of genetic mutant number 6, and what would you call it? genetic mutant number 7. So having the jaws of an Indoraptor is going to help it. It has a smaller body to support and larger legs to run. I wonder where this one would fit in the food chain. So what do you guys think of genetic mutant number 7? What would you call it? Genetic mutant number 8. So it has the body of a T-Rex, so it would have to eat a lot of meat to support itself. It has a very large brick head on top, 4 raptor legs and a T-Rex claw at the front. Would it be able to fly is the question. I'm not sure it would. I wonder if it could adapt to being a herbivore. Maybe it could also be an aquatic creature. What do you guys think of genetic mutant number 8? And what would you call it? Genetic mutant number 9. Now this one is a little weird. It has the body of a T-Rex, 2 tails, a Carnotaurus tail and a T-Rex tail, and it has a skeleton for a head. Now one of the questions is, does the animal move this way? Or does the animal move this way? What if it is an underground creature as well and it rotors like that through the earth? Or it could also be a marine creature and it moves through by swishing its tail, moves through the water. Perhaps because its brain is already dead, it knows all the secrets and mysteries of life and is able to access beyond the grave and uses all those insights to make its life better. It's like a ghost. Perhaps it doesn't need to feed. So what do you guys think of genetic mutant number 9? And what would you call it? Genetic mutant number 10. Now, we have a T-Rex head with a raptor body and 4 raptor arms. What do you think this particular creature would be good for? Perhaps it's an ambush predator because it has just the head and a very small body. So it could hide, and then when a creature comes it could jump out and grab it with these huge jaws. Because usually a T-Rex would be seen and heard from a long way away, but if this creature was to slither along the ground, or creep along the ground into a hiding spot and then ambush an unknowing prey animal, perhaps that could work for it. Maybe flailing its arms could make it swim somehow, again if it was a marine creature. Maybe if they were a pack creature, they could hang out kind of like carnivorous plants. Just stand there and when someone walks through, they grab. Who knows? What do you think of Genetic Mutant number 10. Here we have Genetic Mutant number 11. The head of a Carnotaurus, body of a Raptor, and 4 legs that go backwards. Maybe it's like a kangaroo type creature. And then when it comes to rest, that's when it uses its 4 legs. You would have to think it's a carnivore with those big teeth and a raptor stomach. How would it walk? How would it move around? Would it walk backwards? Would it jump? Jump like a kangaroo? So what do you guys think of Genetic Mutant number 11? Genetic Mutant number 12. So a bit of a leftover one, this one I think. Certainly not the most interesting of the 12 mutants. We've got a Dilophosaurus head, a raptor head for an arm, 2 raptor arms for legs, and I believe that's the Stygimoloch body. So if it's a Stygimoloch body, it would be a herbivore, which gives it lots of possibilities. So it can use the Dilophosaurus and raptor teeth as both defensive weapons and also for chewing, say, palm trees or ferns that the Stygimoloch's anatomy might want to digest. Having no legs, it might be best like living in the jungle and moving around slowly, finding ferns, and chopping up the ferns with those sharp teeth and digesting them. It also has lost a limb of some description here, so we finished incomplete. So what did you think of Genetic Mutant number 12? And what would you call it? Thanks so much for watching the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. In the comments below, name the genetic mutants and any comments you have about them. Subscribe to PressPlayPictureHouse for more videos, and you can check out the links, and see you next time.